So I've decided I'm not going for due dates. I'm going for due dates. What did you do, Cupcake? What did you do? You're such a good girl. Look what Cupcake has done. So I've let Gingerbread out to roam with the sheep to just start the weaning process over here, and to try and I want to try and befriend these babies. And the way you start doing that is you start trying to hand feed them, because normally I would be scratching them and coming in, but because I've been traveling I haven't been doing much of that. You wanting, Runty? Here you go. Come. See, I'm wanting to get them used to eating from that hand. Ow, that was nearly my finger. Oh my goodness, you're getting greedy and jumping on the bucket. They finished all the apple, you see. So now I've built up that little bit of trust. So now I can scratch them. And you just want to touch them. Hey, I'm going to be picking you up eventually. No, I've got nothing more in my hands. I know you're trying to bite my fingers now. But now we're just giving you little scratches. Little scratches. Yes. Little scratches. Little scratches. Yes. Yes. What's it, Runty? Little scratches. Yes. Little scratches. And Cocoa Pop, she's starting to definitely fill up, but she's still got, as I say, still a way to go, but at least she's here. You all over here now, hey? You all coming now for some love? I know you think you're going to get more apple. I'll do this again. Another time, we'll just keep coming and bringing you bits of apple and hand feed you and give you little scratches and loves. Yes. You can see how fat these piglets are. Oh my goodness. So one of the reasons why I let Gingerbread out as well is not just to sort of help with the whole weaning process, but to give her a bit of a break, because these piglets, it's only usually for the first week. Well, the first 3 days they feed every hour, and then it sort of gets a bit less. And usually when the piglets are, these will be 6 weeks old tomorrow, the mother's feeding them like 3 times a day, like the morning, the afternoon, and the night. But not Gingerbread. She's still going. They're still demanding to be fed every hour. So they are getting so fat. They're very cute. But they are getting quite big. And chewing each other's ears. Are you coming to say hello again? Are you coming to say hello again? Yes. Yes. I know you're trying to bite my finger because you think there's apples in it. I think the cat thinks it's a piglet. They're jumping on her and biting her tail. Are we having the piglets in buckets? Only 1 day old, and one is already venturing outside to use the bathroom. Quite cold outside though. It's coming to look for mommy. Are you the bravest one? Making its way back in to join its siblings over there. This insulation has worked well, keeping them nice and dry and warm, and changing the roof as well. So they're nice and warm in here. It's going to be really cold tonight. But there's lots of straw, and with her body heat she'll keep them nice and warm. I haven't checked yet. Angela seems to think there are 4 males and 2 females, so we're definitely getting male heavy litters at the moment, but we'll see. Who's a girl and who's a boy? I'll have a better look tomorrow. I've just finished feeding and it's starting to rain. Not heavily, but I think I did it just in time. So this next week I'm going to be building another house over here in that pen. No rain, but icy cold wind blowing today. This is the roof beam that's here, the roof beams for the barn. As you can see, the water mine is beyond full. This is why you can't cap the water mine like you do wells, because when the aquifer is so full and the water is overflowing, it's got to go somewhere. So although the water mine itself is fenced around, water has come out, but it's very shallow, obviously. But yeah, all this rain. Sheep are having their breakfast. The gate is open for them to come out, but still having breakfast in here. I've got to have to clear out all these branches that we put in here for them to eat the olive leaves. They've cleaned them off, so this will be good wood for or kindling for next year's winter. Okay, who's coming out now? Oh, jumping. Don't know why she's jumping up and down like that. That looks like Kate. Not sure why she was giving those little jumps. Here comes Ruby's coming out. Yeah, they're just finishing their breakfast. Those two have finished already, coming out. There's nothing left in there. There's nothing left in that bucket. Oh my goodness, Freckles, you of course have to come. Right, searching the bucket. Nothing in the bucket, Betty. Cupcake's babies are 2 days old this morning and all cuddled up nice and warm. She definitely seems to have lots of milk. So I'm going to make up another mix of mortar. So my plan over here is to actually, I'm going to use one of these logs, the cordwood logs that's 50 centimeters, just to measure how far out it must come. I'm going to do another layer of row, sorry for the wind, but I'm going to do another row of blocks so that it'll be a good foundation or basis to put the cordwood on, because one row of blocks isn't going to be enough, and I can't really move stones, but I'm going to put another row so this wall will actually have a double layer of blocks at the bottom, a double row, should I say, of blocks at the bottom, and then in the inside of it I'm going to then attach these smaller stones so that it looks like stone from this side. I'm not too worried about the other side because nobody's going to see it. I am going to have to pull out all the weeds that's growing at the bottom. There wasn't anything growing before, but it's gone crazy with all this rain. Ooh, it's quite prickly. I think I'm going to need gloves for this. They're prickly. Yeah, some brambles are coming back here. I had removed all of the brambles before. These brambles are a nuisance. That's what's prickly. It's this bramble that's coming out here. Just figuring out how I'm going to do this corner. I might go and have a cup of coffee first. So I'm first going to sort of mix up the sand and cement together before I add in the water. This sort of makes it a little bit easier when you're mixing. Sort of pre-mix the sand and cement. I'm not using the cement mixer because I'm not making a big amount at a time, because I don't work that fast. And the cement and the mortar in there will dry faster than I can use it. Alright, so I'm ready to start adding in some water. So when these eucalyptus trees were cut down, I think it's 2 years ago now, 2 or 3 years ago, when it was still green, they were all cut into the 50 centimeter lengths. So they're all the right length. So I'm going to take one now. I've got some building string to see where my next row of blocks is going to go. So I'm getting an idea. I've just put this boulder string down. So I'm wanting, when this comes, there is going to be a bit of overlap because I am going to be putting stones against the side of the block. So that will be perfect. Right, so you can get an idea of the plan. I've cemented it down and filled in between the blocks. I might put like insulation in the middle over there, so that when I do the cordwood it doesn't just drop down there. I don't know, I'll see. But I'll be then having stones in the front. But this is, yeah, I've finished the first mix. I'm going to have breakfast and then I'll make another mix and then continue. This is looking a little bit skew, but it doesn't really matter because the cordwood will be going on the top. So yeah, so I'm going to do the same thing along here, sort of the double thing of blocks. I actually need to go and collect more blocks around the farm. They're all over the farm, and carry on. I think this like little block foundation I'm doing is a good plan. So I need to just clean my wheelbarrow, but that's what I've done so far today. And I've built up that area as well over there. I'm probably going to have to put a big stone or something if I can lift one up. So I decided to start doing this myself because I've had people that have promised to come and you know, I actually would be paying them. We'd agreed on the price, everything, and they just excuses, and then they don't turn up. So yeah, I'm just going to try and do this myself. So I want this cement to set before I start putting on the cordwood. What I have done is instead of putting in insulation, I've actually just filled it with small stones. So it's a really solid wall now. So here's the update. Radish is going well, and you can see all the sweet beets. I need to plant some more now. So I've been doing some research, and apparently this ash from the wood burner is good to sprinkle around the plants. They say don't dig it in, but if you sprinkle it around the plants, apparently it stops my snail and slug problem that I've got going over here. So this is what I am going to be doing, sprinkling it around. Apparently the snails and the slugs don't like the wood ash, and apparently it contains lots of calcium and phosphorus. So these ones that were eaten seem to be coming back a bit again. So I'm just sprinkling it around. I'm not putting it on the plants as such. Probably need to get in front of that one there. Yep. So hopefully just sprinkling some ash around these will help protect them from the slugs and the snails. Stunningly beautiful day today. It's still a little bit chilly, but there's no wind, not a breath of wind. It's magnificent. When I've been away for a while, I go through and see what veggies are left in the fridge, and I'm going to chop these up for pigs. And I can always get more fresh veg. Heaps of veggies for the mums today. And even got some cabbage in for the sheep. So Morton has come to visit, and I've got to meet him up at the top now and close that gate. But of course the sheep follow me. So I'm scared that he's just closing that gate a little bit because Freckles is checking to see where I'm going to walk so she can follow me. Hey, Freckles. Yes. And as expected, as I walk towards that gate, I have a whole flock of sheep following me. Freckles is shocked that I'm not taking her along with Morton and myself's little adventure in his hire car. You shocked, Freckles? Oh. You can see there's snow on the mountains at Fundau. Look at that. Or near Fundau. A lot of snow. Oops.
So when we're done with what we are doing, we're going skiing, right?
We are definitely not going skiing. I left Norway because I am not a snow person. Look at that. Look at the Viking that came sailing in all the way from Denmark today.
Yeah, I smuggled a cough with me and a sore throat.
Oh no.
Went right through customs.
Oh my goodness. So Morton is busy admiring my panels. Because I'm an old woman, I don't have anything else to admire. See, this bramble is going crazy over here and spreading everywhere again. I'm going to have to get someone in that's got like the special bramble cutter or something to get this bramble removed before it takes over here completely. Well, it has taken over here completely, so this needs to get sorted. So this is on my list of things to do. See, even here now the bramble is growing over these rocks. Look at that rock, it's just covered with bramble. So I definitely got to get this cut out, all of this. I've just come to check on my fruit trees at the bottom field over here, and I was thinking this one's looking pretty dead, but if you look close, oh, let it just focus in, there are buds coming, so that's good. This moringa tree is looking pretty dead. I don't see any buds. But it was like this last year, I remember as well, and then all of a sudden it had leaves. So I'm not giving up on the moringa yet. This one's actually already got some flowers. Lots of buds and flowers. This one, I don't seem to see anything yet. I don't know. I've sort of learned not to write them off. Suddenly you think they're gone and then they revive. And this one actually had fruit last year, but nah, it's still looking a bit dry. And this madronia is just going crazy, so that's really good. Yeah, this one's also looking a bit dry. Some lavender coming up here. And this one is also looking like it's just a stick. This one I don't know. It could actually be, little buds coming along there, but I'm not sure. Actually, it looks like there might be some buds coming. Yeah, over there looks like buds coming up there too. This one might recover. And this one, I'm not even sure what tree this is anymore. This is an interesting one. It's got like all these sharp thorns on it. No buds to see, but it's quite green, so I reckon it is still going, even though I don't know what it is. If anybody knows, recognizes it, it's difficult to tell with no leaves, but it's looking pretty green. Yeah, this whole area over here, once again, brambles are going absolutely crazy, so I've got to get someone in to come and sort out brambles. You can see this well is very full at the moment. It's actually quite a mission to get over here. You've got to clamber over all these rocks, so no people or animals really have access to this area anymore. And yeah, this well is pretty full, but this is going to be fenced in as well. But until then, we just got to get rid of these brambles, I think. This would actually make a lovely grazing area for sheep, but the problem is once these trees start getting leaves, the sheep will eat them. So I might not let sheep in here initially anyway. But future, once the trees are a bit more established. But these brambles, yeah, they're going crazy. But I love how beautiful that looks. I love this area. Don't come here often enough. So Morten has a plan with these extra panels we're going to see. Just tell us about this connector thing.
Yeah, this connector has 3 input ports, and it delivers this through this cable to the inverter. So right now it's running off of these 2 panels, and we're going to be able to put the 2 next panels on there as well, as soon as I replace some of the connectors to have plus and minus. These are MP4 connectors, and the positive one is the one with the sticky out thing, and the negative one is the one that with the hole.
Okay.
So.
Just checking on yesterday's building. Yeah, set solid. So I'm going to start putting cordwood on this part so long. So I'm going to make my cordwood mix, which is 3 sand, 2 sawdust, 1 lime, 1 cement. But I'm going to do a double mixture and then start putting cordwood here. So I've got a couple of logs over here. I'm going to bring some more and get them ready so that it's easy to just plonk them in. So I've moved some logs in, ready to go. Now to go and make the mixture. So I've got the sand, the lime, the cement and the sawdust all in here, and I'm just mixing it up, and then I will be adding in water. So you don't want the mixture to be dry, but you want it to be malleable, right? So when you pick it up, if I turn it into a ball, it's going to drop and stay as a ball. So you don't want it as sloppy as your normal mortar. Because you're working with lime, it's always, even though it's just a small component, it's always important to wear gloves. Right. I think I'm going to start first by putting some of those bigger stones on that one area, and then from there, that's the plan. So you learn from your mistakes. I should have had these cement blocks facing down, because when I put the mortar on, it's going to fall through the holes. So I'm going to have to work out a plan for that. So the next lot of these blocks I put down, I will be putting them with the flat side up. So you're wanting to make it into a ball like this, but I'm not sure how this is going to work now with these holes. That's my problem. I might use a lot more than I should because it's going to be falling into these holes. But you learn. Life is endless learning. Luckily, the mortar is not running, because that would be a disaster. I think for this layer it's going to have to be drier rather than wet, because I stupidly forgot about tools. Nothing in life is easy, huh? That was a big error to make. So that's all I managed to do today. 2 loads of, well, should I say a double quantity of the mixture. It was a bit of a struggle because it falls down the holes. So I had to sort of build up a little bit with the mortar mix. So that meant that I used a lot more than I should have. So definitely for the rest, I will be having the flat side up. So I will leave this over here today because this is quite frustrating. It's really fun when it goes smoothly, but when it's falling through the holes and you're trying to work around that, it gets to be a bit of a challenge. But anyway, I feel good that I've made a start. Let Gingerbread out again. She can go and graze, and I'll come and give the piglets some treats. They're not happy. Yes, mommy's out. Your babies come out. Look. Oh, there's 2 are still inside. And yeah, there's one over here. Oh, there comes another one running out. That one's enjoying the sun. 6th one hasn't come out yet. Fast asleep, doesn't realize the siblings are out. Goodness, Cupcake, you're lying on my foot. Are you going to do feeding? Are you going to do feeding? Okay, that's a good girl. What a good girl. Babies are still passing the meconium, which is a bit sticky and yucky. But just looking, I can see I've definitely got 1, 2, possibly 3 girls, and the others are boys. Seem to be sort of boy heavy at the moment. Because I'm here, the sheep are there. These babies are waiting to see what I'm going to bring them. But I'm going to go make Morton a cup of tea, a cup of rooibos tea for his sore throat, and make him a sandwich for lunch. Since piggies are now having lunch. They're all latching on okay. Yura, she's talking to them. So when there's power coming in, I don't know how to do this. I just keep pressing enter. Do I press enter?
No, the arrows up and down is usually where I go. Right,
Oh, okay. Down.
Yeah. Again. And then you see the voltage of the PV, that's the panels.
Yeah, so 75.
Volts, yeah, again. We're getting 3 amps. Again.
Oh, 2 amps. That's not much.
No, it's clouded. 87 watts. And the battery is at 28.7 volts. That was the voltage that we were talking about. That I've increased from 26.4, I think it was at,
to that.
to 28.7, because that's in the manual for the Redodo batteries.
Okay.
So press.
Press it again.
Yeah. What do we get? Okay.
500.
We get the hertz and stuff.
So what's that now?
That's the frequency of the power coming out. And the load is not much. It's a bit weird why it doesn't show any load. You must have something going on in the house.
Yeah, well, it's not even showing a battery or something there.
Maybe that's the utility load. I don't know.
Yeah, looks like it.
So, if we want to change that thing that we were talking about, where do we? You press the menu for you press the enter button for 5 seconds.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
There, and then you press. I think it's up. Oh, it was down. Sorry, down twice. Up again. You see, it's set to solar.
Yeah.
And now we want to change. You press enter. And then you press up or down.
SBU, that's what we want.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so now that is changed.
Okay. Right. Morton is trying to solve another weird problem.
Yeah, it surely seems like the battery is
packed up.
Is not doing much. The voltage goes up and down like a. So we should probably try and disconnect the battery and see
what that is.
What it has to say for itself.
All lying down, chewing the cud. As you can see, the beautiful blue sky day we had this morning has rapidly changed to ominous clouds. So I've just removed the lid, and 2 very fat mice are in here. How the hell did they get in here with the lid shut? That's the question I ask. And they're not even running away. Maybe they've eaten too much. I don't know. Where are the cats when you need them? Strange, it's like they're drugged or something. I've just thrown them out and they haven't even run away and they haven't even moved. I don't know if it's because they're so full or what the story is. There's one and there's the other. I don't know. I don't know where the cats are and I don't know why these mice aren't running. And I don't know how they got into a closed container. The strange thing isn't even bite marks on the fruit. So it's not like they've been poisoned. These are supposed to be organic fruit. But there they are, the two mice. Not running away, just like, I don't know, they're still alive, but they're not doing mice things. I don't know. So Gingerbread, I literally separated from the rest of the herd like the afternoon before she had the piglets during the night. And so with Cupcake, she spent a month away from the others getting fat. And that's why I'm doing the same thing with Cocoa Pop now. So Cocoa Pop also tends to get quite thin when her babies get like about 4 or 5 weeks old. Then she starts getting really thin. So I've brought her in early, so she's got like about a month of fattening up like I did with Cupcake. So she can eat without having to share food with anybody and just put on condition before she has the babies. So I reckon she's still got like a few weeks to a month, maybe, yeah, about 3 weeks, maybe longer, maybe about a month. But these ones are eating and drinking. I got Gingerbread out here just to give her a break, but also I've got someone coming to collect one of the bigger males. I'm letting it go a little bit early just to take some pressure off Gingerbread, because they don't give her any peace whatsoever. See how the babies really drink from the pig nipple. So that is all for today's video. Hope you found it interesting and entertaining. It's a bit of everything, but yeah, if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe, help my channel grow, and give the comment below and give the video a thumbs up. That always helps. So yeah, sometimes we just have to start doing rather than setting ourselves a deadline, because I don't know, I'm a bit of a procrastinator. I might wait for that deadline, and then all of a sudden it's like a mad rush to do it. So I'm going to just start doing a little bit at a time, chipping away until it's done. So stay sane, stay safe, and I'll see you on the next video.